Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, America's golden boy, and the first Avenger, the hero everyone looks up to, a man who's the living embodiment of American justice, personal liberty, and selfless service, a true defender of the defenseless. Psych! Yeah, no, scratch that. Mr. I can do this all day has to have one of the best PR teams of all time, cause when you break it down,
that boy bad news, he a menace to society.
And I'm telling you, you couldn't pay me to fight Captain America. And I'ma show y'all why. So let me not even waste no more time. Make sure y'all go sub up to the second channel. I post on there almost every day. And go follow the Twitch so you can tap in with me when I'm live. All links are gonna be down in the description. But hey, run that intro.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
I got loyalty.
Alright, so the boy, Captain America, specifically MCU Captain America. Love him or hate him, you gotta at least respect him, cause that boy cold. At a glance, Steve Rogers is the pinnacle of what it means to be a respectable hero. And yeah, I gotta agree with that for the most part. Cause out in public in the streets, this is where he shines. Smiling for the cameras, kissing babies, helping old people cross the street, the embodiment of perfection. But as soon as Steve get out in that field, fighting in them trenches, this is where them crash out tendencies start leaking out just a little bit. Bro will legit transform from Captain America to Soldier Boy with morals. Cause word to Drake and 21 Savage, at times, that's his treacherous little twin for real. Cause peep this right, in the first movie, Cap don't even do nothing too devious for real. Because when we first start off, Steve is this scrawny little loser who gets bullied for lunch money and stuffed in a locker on the regular. But once he gets that super soldier serum, Cap transcends into the American hero, doing his duty as a soldier, fighting in World War II, taking down Hydra soldiers left and right with ease, all while spreading democracy across Europe in the name of good old America. But as soon as bro got turned into a capsicle and woke up in the ice 70 years later, this is where the great shift happened. Like, I kid you not, the complete culture shock was too much for Cap to handle. Cause what do you mean smartphones exist, women and people of color actually have rights, my water fountains ain't segregated no more, and Obama is the president? Oh, and on top of that, Nick Fury is his new commanding officer. I know for a fact, when Cap was standing in his completely modernized Times Square, his first thought had to have been,
do my eyes deceive me? Like, relax, bro.
Or
is this a
nice person
telling me what to do?
But anyways, jokes aside, the first true evidence of the great shift was in Captain America Winter Soldier. It's a couple moments in the 2012 Avengers movies, but that can be saved for later. Cause I wanna focus solely on Cap, cause peep this right. First ever mission we see Cap in fresh out the ice is when him, Black Widow.
Oh boy!
Nope, I'ma stay focused, cause y'all be calling me down bad in the comments. So I'ma stay locked in and stay solely focused on Cap this video, I promise.
Stop the cap.
I'll run that back real quick. So the first mission we see Cap in fresh out the ice is when him, Black Widow, and a company of undercover Black Ops agents are sent to sea to reclaim this shield ship that just got boom ganged by some pirates. So they pull up to the scene like Prime Kobe, and this man jumps out of the battle bus with no parachute. I repeat, this man jumped out of the whip with no parachute, in a straight free fall like Lil Pump's music career after Gucci Gang. Crashing into the sea like a torpedo, climbs aboard, and gets to work. And hold on, let me preface this entire scene before we get into it. Every single one of these people Cap is about to run through is a regular human. No powers, no enhancements. Just a normal boots on the ground type of soldier. So Cap chokes out dude right here with a silent takedown and is quickly on to the next. Yeeting is shielded, bro, to give him a vibranium lace 200 pump straight to the chest. And off that one hit, I'm already knowing, dude's ribcage is now the same texture as some sand on the beach. And both of his lungs collapse on impact, like good luck in the ICU twin. Continues by slide canceling and off the ricochet, points the other NPC in the back of the head, giving him dementia at the ripe old age of 32 years old. And just to be a capital D for dickhead, just like me in Fortnite, immediately goes to thirst his kill. And Cap's doing the dash around the outskirts of the boat until he finds we only a couple minutes into the video, and I could confidently end it right here if I so pleased. Cause Steve, what on God's green earth will possess you to do this, gang? Cause without a shadow of a doubt, that nigga's dead. Dead as hell. Yeah, nah, just for this sequence alone, I'm starting to kill count. And And like I said earlier, this is a regular human, bro. Not only did Cap hit him with the front kick of doom, bro was operating on max efficiency, making sure to blow his thoracic, cervical, and lumbar vertebrae before sending him overboard. And these other two don't even get time to grieve they dead homie, cause Cap immediately sweeps low to get this man uppies, catches the right hook, put him on his ass, before ending him with this Batman Arkham finisher, and said, nah, don't think I forgot about you over there, Captain Baldy. Got dude's face looking like he was eating a jawbreaker, but he really finna be eating nothing but straight baby food and liquids for the next 10 months. But I'ma tell y'all this vessel of King Von still ain't done. It's 25 plus ops on board, and they will all be dealt with accordingly. So we cut back over to Cap, and Bo's in a full-on sprint, just trunking this poor soul off the side of the boat like he was prime Derrick Henry. And honestly, if you couldn't hear this 6 foot, 240 pound linebacker built that boy stampeding behind you, I'ma just say that's natural selection at work. GG's, bud. See you back in the lobby. But Steve, I'll be maxing out your insurance deductible. Rogers ain't even give bro a second thought, and is already continuing his onslaught. One to the dome gave him 30 years of CTE and lowered his IQ to room temperature levels. Cause after Cap pins his boy to the wall like a boy band poster, he turns around and see that bro done up the UK special.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Yes, a knife against Captain America.
You're so stupid! You are so stupid!
And the only reason I'm reacting like this is cause bro, when is upping a knife in any form of media mid-fight ever worked? Outside of like John Wick or something, never. But back to the scene, Cap takes him down quicker than I'll take down Jenna Ortega if I ever got the chance.
Type shit.
Before yeeting that same knife at his boy who was trying to call for backup, sending him to bed early. And Cap's just Minecraft speed running through the ship at this point, doing whatever he wants in creative mode, just trying shit. Jumps down, gives bro a love tap to the forehead before hitting his third, I repeat, third backbreaker of the mission, making sure this dude and Walking don't ever appear in the same sentence again. And Cap just hits the Mark Jackson like, sir, allow me to have this dance. Pinballing these Poindexters with a 4-piece combo and
I've got you in my sights.
Hi, how are you?
Steve, again, why the theatrics, gang? There is not one enemy on this ship you need to be doing all this for. Man's legit turned into an Olympic gymnast after seeing beer belly Tubby McTubster with zero on-court awareness chilling over there in the distance, and just said, yeah, let me go ahead and hit a triple twist and front aerial double somersault with the shield thrown, bro, for the funsies, before making light work of these other NPCs in front of me. Nah, check me out the game, coach, cause I'm done. Cause trust, I would've been in that hole acting like SpongeBob, straight up screaming, I surrender! But nah, outside of the people who were legit sent to their deaths by fighting Cap just now, nobody had it worse than dude right here. Cause at this point, Cap was just out there like LeBron when he was down 3-2 to the Celtics. Just out there trying shit, cause apparently he's tired of punching. A man saw a free lick sitting right there in front of him and dealt him a fate worse than death, blowing out his eardrums with his shield strike that started playing Sexy Red on max volume on impact. Hat bro out there like these. So Cap starts hitting some hardcore parkour until he has sight of Batroc and his lackey in the control room, and they was just chopping it up until
Watch out, watch out, watch out! Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Nah, Captain Von is moving different. Like, you would really think these boys kidnapped Pecky or something, man. Cause there is nobody on the planet that can convince me this wasn't a kill shot. Like, nah, fuck a 200 pump. This was an OG heavy sniper headshot. So Batroc skedaddles out of there with Cap hot on his trail after retrieving his shield, turning into the Sneak Nation president as soon as Cap started trying to relay some info over comms. And A, hats off to this man Batroc, cause he has balls of steel for trying to run the ISO with Cap, just spamming leg kicks, knocking Cap over, and even goes for America's dick.
What?
And I'm crying. This is the most elite soldier the ops have, and bro legit has no bag like Giannis. Running Dunk Boy and Kick Spam Man can be the new dynamic duo. So these two continue to scrap, with Cap perfect parrying all of bro's attacks while getting in a few kicks of his own. And seeing that his bread and butter ain't working, Batroc ends up resorting to my favorite activity of all time, rage bait. Filthy American. I thought the captain was more than a puny little shield.
Oh, say less.
And I'ma let y'all know now, Cap took that personally, cause bro immediately sheathes his shield, takes off his helmet and says, oh, you must not know the real me. Cause I bleed red, so the skies can stay white and blue. Now run me my ISO, fuck nigga. Wait, can you say that? Who gon' stop me? Dog, all I gotta say is, Cap must have popped his older son, cause he started beating the brakes off of that boy. Batroc wanted the ISO this whole time, but little did he know, it was a mismatch. Like, gang, he is not taking you serious. Like, look, bro is aura farming mid-fight.
Girl, I wish I could save you.
Then ends up tackling bro through the door and finished with a straight right that sent him night-night and said, to America, fuck nigga. The only good thing the French produce is Wemby and croissants. What the fuck is a kilometer? And yeah, do y'all wanna know what's crazy? Everything that we just went over happened in the first 13 minutes of the movie. And trust me, it gets even worse. Cause y'all know the iconic elevator scene. Yeah, same movie. Bro, on me, I don't even think promises of a Bezos or Elon Musk level fortune could convince me to hop in the ring with Cap. So this elevator scene happened shortly after it's been revealed that S.H.I.E.L.D. has been heavily infiltrated and essentially taken over by Hydra. And this whole time, they've been lying to and gaslighting Steve almost as bad as my ex. And they even sent the hit out on Nick Fury, trying to hit that boy with his third strike to get him out of there via assassination attempt. So after figuring out the block was hotter than O Block at 10 p.m., Cap decides to skedaddle out of the compound. But before that boy can even move an inch, Rumlow and two of his grunts conveniently waltz in, acting like they're headed to forensics. So as they're headed down, Rumlow starts chopping it up about some work jargon, when all of a sudden, Cap notices my light-skinned brethren in the corner, clutching pole harder than a Magic City stripper. And that was all the confirmation Cap needed, cause he knew, just like a Kaizen that loyalty test, he just got set up, and is now the primary target in the sting operation. And yeah, when I first saw this, I really wanted to be mad at this Jared Allen and the lights were too bright ass nigga sitting over there in the corner. Cause why are you being this obvious? Like, bro really thinks we can't see him. But for a second, I just had to put myself in his shoes. Cause imagine you chilling in the break room, eating lunch on a casual Tuesday afternoon, and your commanding officer walks in, puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Hey Reynolds, after lunch, you've been assigned to a unit with me and 10 other guys to take down an on-site perp. I'm gonna need you on your A game today, alright bud?" Sir, yes sir. I'll make sure I'm on it. So who's the perp? Captain America. Yeah. At that point, they could have just Control-O-Deleted my whole job contract on the spot. Cause there ain't a salary, insurance, or benefits package in the world worth fighting an unhinged Steve, I'll break all 206 bones in your body and have you eating from a tube Rogers. I'm out of there. Gone. So the elevator continues going down and makes a stop at the next floor where several of the most big and brolic Secret Service and military dudes enter. And Cap slowly starts moving towards the front where he notices another one of my fellow black brethren displaying the worst acting skills known to man, faking the convo, all while sweating like a fat kid at recess. And y'all, just peep the look of utter disgust that Cap is giving bro right now. And you can't tell me bro wasn't cooking up a couple slurs in his head during this exact moment. So the elevator stops again and the sumo squad enters. And at this point, the jig is up. Cap ain't playing around no more. Visibly annoyed at the fact that they even thought this goofy ass plan had a chance of working, Cap goes ahead and delivers one of the coldest lines in the movie.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With no words, bro instantly ups the taser that gets perfect parried. And all these dudes just start piling on the Cap, just like how Rod Wave be piling food onto his plate. And hold on, pause real quick, bro. Cause why is this man pinned to the wall like he's getting the most vicious buns of all time thrown back on him? Like, yeah, Mr. Fivehead may have got thrown into you, but dog, you a big body. You took one storm tick of HP from that. Niggas really be fake demons. Mans was actively trying to avoid going head to head with Cap at all costs. Like, bro, it's no hiding. We caught you in AK Ultra HD, but Cap wasn't going for that at all. Taking out bro's kneecap, hitting the throat chop of Doom, and got the other dude looking like Jake Paul after he got the Sonic rings knocked out of him by Anthony Joshua. Discombobulated, puts his size 12 reinforced steel toe boot to dog's sternum, shattering it, and then just gets to serving more combos than a Chick-fil-A employee during the lunch rush, before headbutting Mr. My 600-pound life and tossing him away like a used condom. That's half the elevator down. Rumlow's still up though, kicking the wrist they were able to cuff to this metal beam, and that motherfucker got more suction than an Ash Catch video, so it's no getting out of that. And Rumlow tries using his handicap on Cap to his advantage, but
Oh my goodness, Valentine! Oh no!
proceeded to hit the most egregious airball of all time. Legit got this man hitting the Shador.
They told me bust out my AP. Perfect timing.
Third time's a charm though, cause Rumlow gave Cap straight back shots with his taser, and has him stun locked for all of 2 seconds before backhanding him, making him
Go to the moon.
Go to the moon.
crashing face first into the security cam. And again, mind you, every single individual in this elevator is a regular human. Hey, the Hellcat and military benefits can kiss my ass at this point. Honorably discharge me with the quickness gang. But anyways, these two tried to Troy double smash and Cap, but Steve just countered, making Bro shock his homie just like Hassan be doing his dog. Those Ariel to hit this double kick like he's Tai Lung or the Dragon Warrior, that's 2 more bodies down. So the light skin comes rushing in, only to end up with a broken wrist, a herniated disc, and a lifelong membership to Captain America's Backbreaker Club. Cap jumps up to break free from his cuffs and starts going to work until it's only him and Rumlow left alone to run the ISO. And nah, Cap really got this man copping the plea, hitting the Adam Warlock emote like,
Don't be rash.
I'm crying. This is really how niggas be when you uphold. And just like me, if I ever got a chance with Ice Spice, bro ain't last a minute. So Cap aura farms to finish, stomping to retrieve his shield while surrounded by a pile of bodies. So bro ends up hitting the emergency stop to finally open the elevator just to be greeted by the Chicago convention. Straight switches and drakes all pointed at his face with all of them screaming, Merry Switchmas! So Cap hits a quick Xbox 360, slashing the elevator ropes with the shield, sending himself into a freefall, and jumps out the V to finally make his great escape. And I could continue to talk about the Winter Soldier movie and the rest of the peak in it, but Cap is a completely different individual when he has to pick on somebody his own size. Wouldn't even fit the vibes of the vid, so I can do that separate. But another example I want to cover real quick is in Age of Ultron. Yeah, nah, Cap. I don't care if this produced one of the coldest group IG flicks for the OG Avengers. The aura cannot hide what you are. You and Goku are the same. Like, bro, under no circumstance should you ever let either one of these boys know they got the upper hand on you. Cause why are you out here committing all this tomfoolery, doing all this extra shit for the fashion when you could have easily knocked these boys out? Nah, I'm crying. This man Cap really starts fighting 30 times harder as soon as he finds out he's in bot lobbies. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, hit that sub button for me, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload. If you like the new style of vid, let me know down in the comments below. Follow me on Twitch so you can chop it up with me when I go live. I stream about 3 to 4 times a week, so you don't want to miss a single thing. And sub up to the second channel for even more content. I post on there almost every day, and we on the road to 10K subs right now, so lock in with me. If you haven't already, join the Discord to stay updated on everything. All links are going to be down in the description. And as always, I appreciate the support here on the main channel. I couldn't do none of this without y'all, so thank you.
So, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Be smooth.